Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is MacLeod, and welcome to Human Resource Machine, a puzzle game that, as I understand it, is all about programming. Now, I don't program, I've never programmed any time in my life, but the page on Steam claims it is basically just logic puzzles, and in all fairness, as I have shown on the channel before, I'm actually pretty good at putting together complex worksheets in Excel. That's kind of programming, presumably, so I should be fine at this. Okay, so I've got myself an input and an output. So presumably stuff that's in wants to become out. So there is in to out. I just want you to run from in to out. And, okay, fine. Okay, you need me to do things in, no, so get rid of you. So grab 3 things and then outbox 3 things, because each action only refers to 1. And then, no, don't throw it away! Why would you have... Okay, well, that's not working either. Okay, so you have to do it one at a time. Got it. So in, out, and then shake it all about. Then speed things up. I am a genius at programming. Who knew it was this bloody easy? And to avoid doing that too many times, new thing, jump. So that just lets you skip to a different point in the... in the process. So inbox to outbox and then jump, which should basically mean now the process gets repeated forever. Huzzah for me. And now everything's broken, so copy from. Okay, so these are supposed to represent like data blocks or something. Ignore the inbox, send 3 letters out to outbox. So copy from 4. And then you presumably want to, you need to outbox that first. Or wait, do you need to do G first? Because we're spelling... Okay, we can rearrange it later. So B, and then U, and then outbox that. And then finally the G, and then outbox that. I'm just going to run that program, see if that's proper. There we go, I've submitted a bug report, and it seems to have worked out okay. So, grab the first 2 things from the inbox, and drop them into the outbox in the reverse order. Repeat until inbox is empty. Got a new command. Feel free to copy to wherever you like on the carpet. Okay, so I can store data with copy to and then retrieve it with copy from. So I just need to, flick the order of 2 and then just repeat that process. So, in which case, the first item needs to be copied to 0, and I don't think I actually need the other 2, 1 and 2. 0 should be fine, because at that point I can grab the... No, hang on. No, I need to grab something from inbox first. So inbox, copy to 0, and then you can inbox to outbox, because we don't need to bother storing this one at all. We can just then move the second one straight over to the outbox, and then we simply copy from 0 to outbox. That's the first 2 reversed and in the outbox. And then we simply jump back to the beginning. Okay. Let's just check that works. So you put that... Wait, why did you just throw one of them away? Oh, because you were copying. Right, you were literally making a copy and then... So that goes in there. Now, is this going to work? Is that going to... Yes, that overwrites it. Fine. But because it's... when it says copy to and from, it does literally mean copy. It stays there until such time as it gets replaced by something else. And that goes over to there. You grab that. Has that program worked correctly? Am I a genius at programming? Oh, it turns out I flipping am. Okay, rainy summer. For each 2 things in the inbox, add them together and put the result in the outbox. You've got a new command. It adds the contents of a tile on the floor to whatever value you're currently holding. Okay, so in which case we need to grab something, just the first thing, and we need to copy that to 0. 0 is absolutely fine. Then we just need to grab a new thing from the inbox, and then we need to add that to 0. At that point I should be holding the summed data, hopefully, in which case it can go to the outbox, and then we simply jump back to the beginning. Let's just check if that actually works. I'm thinking it will. So 1 gets dumped there. You toss away the original 1. That creates a 2. You put the 2 down over there. We go back to the beginning. The 1 gets overwritten. And yeah, this process appears to be working. And... nice, okay. This is still manageable. Turns out programming is easy, and we've also got ourselves... okay, I can either make my career have a complete dead end, or I can actually, like, you know, go up in the world. So, I feel like I should probably follow the career path that's not a dead end. Though, go on then, I'll go to the tripler room first, just see what's going on the complete dead end path. Who are you? Oh, sorry, I'm just someone who wants a complete dead end career. This option there is for high-performing employees only. Ooh, that's me. That's totally me. I've been doing well so far. Ooh, optional completion distinctions. So, I should use 6 or fewer commands and speed challenge complete in 24 or fewer steps. So, yeah, logically, therefore, 6 or lower multiplied by 4 because there's 4 items. What do you want me to do, by the way? So, for each thing, triple it. And then outbox the results. Okay, well I can do that. Grab the first thing, and then copy it to 0. And then simply, you're still holding it, and then add to 0, and then add to 0 again, because that's tripling. Then you simply take that to the outbox. We go back to the beginning. That is 6 steps total, so that should be optimal. There we go. Yep, 21. That is indeed tripled. I think I've done it with all the option objectives. I am a high-performing employee. Oh, yes. I am the best. Woot. So in this case, 9 or fewer commands. Gotcha. So for each thing in the inbox, multiply it by, 8. Okay. Using a bunch of add commands is wasteful, but easy. Can you do it using only 3? Yes. Yes, I can. Because I could multiply it, move that over to the next. That would get the multiple added for 4. So to 2 to 4 to 8. Okay, I can do this. So inbox, copy to 0. And then also no. At which point add 0. That is now doubled. So he's holding double. Copy to 1. And then add to 1, and that's now quadrupled. What he's holding will be quadrupled. Copy to 2 and add to 2, and as a result, what he's holding should now be multiplied by 8. Dump that in the outbox, jump, and there's the 9 steps for the optimization. Okay, this is starting to get a bit more on the interesting side, but I'm getting it. So 6... multiplied to 12, 12 multiplied to 24. Yep, 24 is indeed 3 times 8. Oh yeah, as it turns out, I'm a genius at programming. Kaboom! For each thing in the inbox, multiply it by 40. Okay, 40 is a little bit more tricky, because sure, I can do 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, etc. But how do I get up to 40? Well, I can just reverse engineer this, because of course, I know I can double anything I'm holding, so I need to ultimately get it up to 40 over here. That means it needs to be got up to 20 over here, 10 over here, 5 over here. I mean, I might just need to do a straight up, keep adding on more and more and more until it hits 5, and then just double it in each of the subsequent areas. So, pick something up, copy it to 0. Right now I am holding what I originally picked up. Add to 0. So now that should be double. And then... oh, hang on. At that point, I could speed it up slightly. Because if I was to put it down... yeah, if I put down... no, I can't do that. Because if I put it down, I could double the double to 4. But I would have no way of then getting it up to 5. So I must not do that. Instead, I must just add... 0 for 3 times, 0 for 4 times, and a final 0 for 5 times. So what I'm holding now is a 5 timeser. So then copy that to 1 and add 1. Copy what I'm holding to 2 and add 2. And then copy to 3, add the 3, and then outbox it and jump it back to the beginning. Okay, I'm not sure if that's necessarily the most efficient route, but if I'm right, then this should yield 120 by the end. So that gets up to 15, to 30, to... Hang on. What did I do? No, that was a copy from, not a copy to. Hang on. Sorry. Copy to. Copy to 3. No. Okay, everyone just get out of there. Copy to 3. It's fine. Everything's fine. Right, so there's what I need. That's 2. Wait, was 280 what I was supposed to have? I feel like 280 wasn't... Was that... Wait, hang on, what? Oh, I think the numbers reset every time or something. Right, that would explain a lot, yes. But it does seem to work, so that's fine. Yeah, because it became a 7, not a 3. I thought, hang on, I'm losing my mind here. Okay, good. It works perfectly. And there we go. My optional dead-end career has come to an end. Truly, I am the mightiest of the mighty. And at this point, everything should be incredibly easy, though. Oh, 0. Ooh, jump only if 0. Send all things that are not 0 to the outbox. You've got a new command. It jumps only if the value you're holding is 0. Otherwise, it continues to the next line. Okay, so just in case a 0 ever comes up first, the very first thing I should actually have would be... Hang on. Ah, no, I need to pick up the 0s. I just need to store them in the middle. There's no way to actually skip picking up the 0s because I can only verify what I'm actually holding, not what I'm about to pick up. Okay, so in which case, I just need to pick something up, and then it needs to be anything else? No, it's literally just a case of skipping the 0s. So, inbox, jump if 0 that skips outboxing it. At which point, that would just bring us, yeah, why not just jump us right back to the beginning at that point? There's no need to bother storing it in the middle, because when I pick up a new thing, I'll just toss the old one away. So, grab a 3, put it there. Grab a 0, don't bother. There we go. So there's no point actually getting rid of any of that. Anything that's a 0 will just get tossed away, so there's no point storing it. So in which case, that actually works pretty darn nicely. And that should be... pretty much spot on. Nice! Oh yeah. Yeah, I like this game. This is a good game. Right, 0 preservation initiative. Uh-oh. Now you want me to be friends with the bloody 0s. I'm getting mixed messages here. So now it's only 0s that go. Well, that's absolutely fine then. So pick up a thing. Then I need to, yeah, jump if 0 to go to... Wait, hang on. Oh, that's more difficult, because now I can't just toss... Wait, can I just toss... Wait, hang on. Okay, I think this makes sense, though it might be a bit complicated. So I go to the inbox. In the event that what I'm carrying is not a 0, then as a result, we will just pick something new up out of the inbox, and at that point, skip back to... No. Then we need to skip to this step, because at that point, we'll just toss it away and pick up a new thing. However... if the thing I pick up is a 0, then I go and put it in the outbox and go back to beginning. I think this makes sense. So grab a thing, toss it away. Grab a 0, goes to outbox. Grab a 9, toss that away. F, toss away. Oh, yes! This actually works. I'm not sure if it's a bit complicated, to be honest. It might be a little bit on the complicated side, but it does work. It technically works. I'm pretty bloody proud of that, actually. And a really easy room that just introduces a new command, sub, the opposite of add. So the game just wants me to plonk a thing down over there, grab this, subtract, and then just output what comes out. So this room's nice and simple, just it's introducing a new... Oh. Hello. Hang on. Hang on. Okay, John, don't announce something's nice and simple. Why did that happen? Oh, sorry. This is what comes from not reading the instruction. So, subtract the first from the second, and then subtract the second from the first. Now that would explain a lot, yes. Now, subtracting the second from the first is a little bit more on the complicated side, because I need to store the first, then store the second, then go and pick up the first again, to deduct the second. So that would suggest that I needed to... Hang on, I'm just going to check the optimization, because that'll give me an idea of how complicated this is. 10 or fewer commands. I'm not sure I... Yeah, that route doesn't work for 10 or fewer commands, but we'll give it a flipping go, because the way I've just suggested would be I need to pick up something from the inbox. Then I need to copy that to 1. Then I need to pick up something from the inbox. And I need to copy that to 2. Wait, am I just massively overthinking this? Because if I need to copy to 1, then copy to 2, then pick up 1, then sub 2. Hang on, I'm just going to check if that actually works. I might be massively overcomplicating this. So the first one works fine. So that is... yeah, that's all okay. Then this one comes over here. We store that one there. Then we store that one here. We pick that up. We minus that. And then we shove it down. Wait, hang on. Wait, no. For the second time, this comes from bad reading of instructions. But I'm going to blame the slightly unclearly written instructions for that. It's not saying it wants, yeah, first and second from the first pair, then second from first to the second pair. It wants first from second of first pair, second from first of the same first pair, and then repeat. Okay, I blame poorly written instructions for that. So for the sake of ease, I just copy the first to number 1 and the second to number 2. At which point I'm already holding the second. So then I can just use the sub command to take off the first and outbox it. Then I simply copy what's in 1, which will be the first. Then I sub 2 in order to subtract the second, outbox it, then jump. So this should now actually flipping work. So there's the 4 and the 6. That yields a 2. That is correct. Then we take the 4 and the 6. That's a -2. Oh my goodness, it actually works because I actually read the instructions. Oh yes. As it turns out, when you're a programmer, you really need to read the bloody instructions. Oh my goodness, I've now got comments. So I can just write notes to myself. I'm a real programmer now. Right, let's get rid of the hide comment just for the time being. And, I can actually learn about commands there. Okay, so get 2 things from the inbox. If they are equal, put one of them in the outbox. Discard non-equal pairs. Repeat. But I don't have a command for any of that. Oh, using 0. Because something minus itself will always be... oh, blimey. This is starting to get complicated now. Okay, so get 2 things. And if they're equal, put one of them. Does it matter which one? Okay, whichever one I'm holding at the time. So, grab a thing, and then copy it to 1. Grab another thing, and copy that to 2. So I now have 1 in 1, and 1 in 2. So in which case, now I'm still holding 2, sub what's in 1. Now the result will now either be 0... or not 0. So, in the event that it is 0, that is a good result. 0 is good. Hang on. Yeah, I need to, at this point, okay, I think I see. So at this point, I jump back to beginning unless the result is 0. So at that point, if it's 0, we skip jumping back to beginning, at which point we begin again with 2 new pairs. If, however, the result is 0, then we skip the jump, we go down to the bottom, and as a result, what I'm holding, yeah, I should still already be holding a pair. Now, hang on. Put one of them in the outbox. It doesn't want a 0, so therefore I'm going to need to copy one of the numbers, and then outbox it, and then I can go back to beginning. So both of those let me skip back to the beginning. Does that work? Okay, let's find out. So, 8, toss it away. 6 goes in there. We now check whether it's 0. It wasn't, so we throw it away and begin again. Now in this case, it is a 0, so we... Hang on, why did I pick up a... Hang on. Why should one... Oh, it was supposed to... Wait. Why did I even put copy to there at all? That's not necessary. That's not necessary at all. Because sub 1, I'd already be... No, it was supposed to be copy from... That's the second time I've made that mistake. Copy from 1. Because the whole point is, yeah, I can't be holding a 0. Okay, so on this occasion, these numbers will produce a not 0, so we throw it away and begin again. on this occasion, we go and get our pairs of zeros. That should produce a 0. So grab the 7, toss it in. Yes. Now, oh, hang on. Minuses. If you sub a minus 8 minus 8, is that going to work? Oh, is this going to be complicated at this point? Hang on. It's a minus 8 minus a minus 8. Okay, apparently minus 8 minus 8 is 0. My brain was struggling with that one for a second there. Right, as it turns out, I'm good at programming again. So now I need to grab 2 things. Okay, well, let's start off with the same principle, because I know I need to do that. So grab a thing and put it in 1. And grab a thing. Oh, you can just double click. Very, very useful indeed. Grab a thing and move it to 2. So it wants me to now look at 2 things and then only put the bigger one in. And if they're equal, pick either. Repeat. And now I've got to jump if and only if the thing I'm holding is negative. Oh, bloody hell. Okay. Begin the same way we just did last time, which is, at this point, I will already be holding a 2. Sub 1. So now I've got one of 3 things. I've either got a minus number, a 0, or a positive number. Now, because what I've just done is, 2 minus 1. Right now, okay, let's run the numbers here. Let's say that 1 is the big number and 2 is a little number. So I've taken 2 and I've just deducted 1. So that's going to leave me with a minus number. So I've added a couple of notes here to help remind me what's going on. So in the event that 1 is the big one, a minus will be returned. In the event that 2 is the bigger one, then a plus will be returned. So that will be useful for me to remember. Oh, the notation's actually quite useful. So now I just need to figure out how to instruct the program to now pick up the right thing and skip the appropriate steps. Okay, so let's start off the easy thing at this point. At this point, in the event that number 2 is the bigger number, then I want to, no, not copy 2, copy from, don't make that mistake yet again. I want to copy from 2, and I want to outbox it. Now that happens if the number is 0 or positive. However, I need to jump that stage if the number is negative. Because, and I'll move this down here actually. So I need to jump that if the number is negative. Because, at that point I need to do the other thing. So in which case I need to copy from 1 and outbox. And then we need to get to the end, so there needs to be a jump here after this process to make sure that you can only ever do 1. You either do this process and then jump past the other one, or you jump this process and do this one instead. Does that now work? Okay, I'm just going to test that to see if that works, because sometimes it's useful just to test these things. So we're going to see what actually happens here. So, I put a 9 down, and I put a 4 down. Okay, I do the deduction, and then... Hang on, you... Wait. You haven't... Okay, why was there no outboxing? No. This way round. If it's negative, it needs to do this. If it's not negative, it needs to do this. Okay, that should now work better. So, 4 and 3 is going to equal -1. So you grab the 4. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is working. Okay. And then... If it's... Wait, hang on. What if it's... Yeah, what if they're equivalent? What happens then? What do you do? Okay, then you just grab 1, because that's the equivalent of treating it as if it's a plus, because you can pick whichever one you want, so it doesn't matter. Okay. And then 1. Yeah, that's a 0, so you just pick 1 and toss it there. Oh, yeah. Oh, flippin' yeah. Yeah. This program actually works. We're getting to the stage where my brain's starting to explode, but... Oh, yeah. Oh, flipping yes. I am a genius. What even were the optional ones there? Oh, dear. Apparently I could have been more efficient with the programming. Oh, well, I'm still pretty happy with that. Oh, hello there, exclusive lounge. I think I will hang out in the exclusive lounge. Oh, yeah. Yeah. What do you want me to do here? For each 2 things in the inbox, send a 0 to the outbox if they have the same sign, both positive or both negative. Okay, and then send... Are there no zeros allowed in this? Does it have to be... Or does a 0 count as a positive? Okay, fine, whatever. And then send a 1 if their signs are different. Repeat until the inbox is empty. So you're wanting me to basically, yes, start putting things into a nice, easy 0 and 1. Okay, that's absolutely fine. So start off as we regularly start off. So we simply grab a thing and we copy it to 1. And then we grab... we grab a thing and then we copy it to 2. I like working with 1 and 2. 1 and 2 keeps things nice and simple for me. Especially as we're going to be talking about 0s and 1s momentarily. Now, how, logically, am I going to run either addition or subtraction and checks about 0 on this pair of numbers in order to make sure that I can verify whether they're definitely both positive or definitely both negative? 2 positive numbers deducted off each other could yield either a plus, or a 0, or a minus, and 2 minus numbers could yield the exact same thing. So it's going to have to be a... Oh, I regret coming into the executive lounge. Hang on, I think actually my standard start isn't good enough here. Okay, I'm about to massively overcomplicate this, so strap yourselves in, it's time to maths, because I've got a stupid idea. A really flipping stupid idea. Which is, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and treat the positives and the negatives differently. Because here's the thing about positives. If you keep adding a pair of positives together, then it must keep going up. If you keep adding negatives together, it must keep going down. So I could probably brute force this. It would break in the event that massive numbers got involved that would throw it off. But with the small numbers I'm seeing here, I can probably brute force this by... Okay. So, the first step is to grab something from the inbox. Now, if it is negative... then jump if negative. Okay, so we leave that be for the time being. So we'd skip this step if it's negative. So this is just for the negatives. The negatives, I want a negative copied to 2. Okay, and then I want you to... But I don't know if that's going to... If the next one's also going to be a... Oh, cock! No, that plan completely doesn't work. No, I got this. Right, this time I've got the actual plan. So... I know for a fact that a number that is in 2 must be negative. If a number ends up in 2, it must be negative. Then what I want to do is, okay, so I'm going to need another jump if negative here to skip around this. So this is if it is negative. So if it is negative, then at that point I can ignore what's going on here. And then I can, hang on, 0 if they have the same sign. So then copy 4 and outbox 4. In the event, however, that... I just ran the program out of interest and it messed up pretty badly. Okay, you know what? Screw it. That was a mess. Let's start again. I now know what I'm doing, probably. Okay, so this much cleaner code is for positives only, which I've set up with the positive symbol there. So obviously we jump all of this if the first number's negative. If it is not, that means the first number is positive. We dump that down in 0. We go and grab another number. The second number can either be positive or negative. In the event that it's positive, therefore we know we've got a matching pair. So as a result, we immediately just abandon that number, go and copy the 0, and we outbox the 0 because that's a matching pair. And then we skip the other operation. If it was negative, however, that means we have a non-matching pair. So we copy from 5, which is the 1, we outbox that. And at that point, we probably need to, yeah, if you've gone through that operation, at that point you jump back to the beginning. So that is just for the positives. Okay, but we need a result for the negatives as well. So right now you're holding a negative number. That can also just be copied to 2. Whatever. Doesn't actually matter. In fact, actually doesn't need to be copied to anywhere. The copying to isn't actually necessary, because I can use the jump if negative function to verify this. Okay, I'm just gonna, you know, just put in a copy 0 here as a reminder that this is where there was a copy 0 in case this screws it up. But I'm not sure I actually need it, because if I take that out, I've picked up a number. I know it's positive, because in order to make it through this gate, it must have been positive. Which when I pick up another number, yeah, I don't think you actually need the thing at all. Because this, yeah, first number must be negative just to get here. So screw that. Pick up a second number, and now we basically do the same process as above, but in reverse. So jump if negative means what's in here is positive. So if it's positive, that means that's a bad result. So copy from 1 and outbox that. But if we jumped and it was negative, that was a good result. So therefore, copy from 0, outbox that instead. Use a jump function here to skip to the end. And once again, we can then jump back up to beginning. Okay? Yeah? That all makes sense. I think that all makes sense. Okay. So, take a minus number. I know it's a minus number, so I grab the 0. Yes, okay. I pick up a positive number. I've verified that's a positive number. That gets a 0. Alright, there's actually, in this occasion, all of them are just matching pairs. So that's, this thing needs to return nothing but zeros, but it seems to be doing its job. Oh my goodness, my stupid thing actually worked. Yes! Yes, yes, yes! Bloody hell. Apparently I could have done that with 6 less commands per individual pair. Bloody hell. Though actually, yeah, I could have only done it with 2 less actual overall commands, which is interesting. And that gets me to floor 16. The first easiest 16, 17 levels, that is right there. And there's a lot more to come. There's a lot more to come. In fact, oh bloody hell, prime numbers start getting involved at some point. Well, that's just flippin' fun right there. This here is Human Resource Machine. Oh, it's lovely. I mean, it's slightly brain-breaking, but it's lovely. And I adore it, and I highly recommend it. And I will be linking to it in the description below. Very much recommended. I know this is in the Steam sale right now. It's not exactly hugely deducted. I think it's only like 25% off, but it is in the Steam sale. So, well worth a look, I would say. Oh, I do like a good puzzle game. Hopefully we'll have more of them. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been many a true nerd. And this has been Human Resource Machine. Thank you very much, and goodbye. I've created a small problem in my road system, which is, it's literally impossible for anyone to ever go back into town. And this building shall be where we produce our zebras. And this much taller building next door is naturally where we produce the giraffes. Does anyone remember how the road system went? I think it was something like this.